Yeah, you can hear it on the phone. Oh, what's up? What's up, guys? A couple of hello, hello, and a couple of how's it going? It's your girl, Charity Chanel. You guys are tapped all the way in with me. And this is Reverse Happy Hour. I'm super excited to be chilling with you guys today. We are in the other studio because I said, Don, you gotta make me look different until I lose this weight, honey. I'm trying to lose all this weight. So welcome, welcome, welcome. For those who have never been to Reverse Happy Hour, just a little rundown about what we are about here at Reverse Happy Hour. This is a show that gives you all the celebrity gossip and all the ratchetness that goes on in the world of hip hop, while also talking about trending and daily topics that happen in everyday life. So, with that being said, let's get into these topics. Now, we took off last week. We weren't here last week because, I was a little bit underneath the weather. So, but I am back and I'm so glad to be back here with you guys. So, of course, we have to hop all the way into and we have to talk about justice for Shanquella Robinson. We are super excited that one of the friends got arrested, but we still are waiting for everybody else to be arrested as well. Now, this is a picture of Dejanay Jackson, who was arrested for the alleged role in the death of Shanquella on the 28th. She got arrested on the 28th of November, but the altercation happened back in October. We really didn't know much about it until the video surfaced on the 15th of November, which kind of just blew everybody up in an uproar of seeing friends in a Cabo, and in a villa in Cabo, just doing everything that we just did not want them to do. So, especially with friends. So, they definitely have her in custody, Dejanay Jackson, but we're kind of hoping for a little bit more. We want all the other friends to go down too. Hopefully, more truth to the story will come out so we can know what exactly did happen in Cabo, Mexico. But until the meantime, to the tween time, I guess we will just, we'll settle for Dejanay Jackson. But she will be, having to, go to Mexico, and whatever Mexico is going to do, they're going to do. But I don't know. I've been hearing kind of mixed signals about it because a lot of people are saying, like with Mexico, the right amount of money, she might be walking free in just a couple of months. So maybe justice won't be as served the way that we want the dish to be delivered. So we all have our fingers crossed. We're definitely going to hope and pray, for Shanquilla's family that, full justice is completely served here in this matter. But we're going to move right along to our next topic. This was sent to us from Mercedes, not Mercedes, because I kept saying Mercedes, but Mercedes Benz. These names are crazy. But I love it. I love the interaction that you guys are like really, really giving me and the support that I've been getting, in the inbox and in the emails from you guys, because coming back after a long break, I just really, really love the support that I'm getting from everybody who missed the show. And it just feels good to have people sending topics that, they want to hear me talk about. So thank you so much for that, Mercedes Benz. Okay. But she sent in the, to want to talk about the whole J Lo doing a tribute to Whitney Houston. Now, a lot of people were very upset about that because out of all the people in the world, out of all the popcorn kernels that you could have chose, you chose the popcorn kernel that was slightly popped. I mean, you have like Jennifer Hudson, you got Fantasia, Jasmine Sullivan. I mean, you have a whole lot of other singers that have, previously paid homage and tribute, did a tribute for Whitney Houston. And we're choosing Jennifer Lopez, who is, to me, more so of a dancer than she is a singer. She's more of a we get it. She's Poppy or whatever, but she's not a Whitney. She's a Poppy. She's not a Whitney. So we really want to know exactly how this is gonna go with, her doing this. I'm speechless because my whole thing is, and on the show, like Dave Chappelle used to say, we the black delegate, okay? We are hard to please. Black people is gonna be very hard to please. So if you come out there and your first note of this Whitney Houston song is flatter than your ass, a lot of people, she don't got a flat ass, but flatter than some people's asses, a lot of people are really going to be like, and so like I was having a conversation with one of my friends last night, and it was like, well, maybe, she was like, the final, like if we can't get these people to do it, then we're gonna reach out to her, and she's the last resort type thing. We couldn't find nobody else to be a last resort. We could have got Raven Simone to sing it. We would have took Raven Simone, but I don't really know how I feel about J-Lo, like doing the Whitney Houston tribute. I really don't know how I feel about that. Like, I guess we're gonna have to see when it happens. But the internet is gonna be in a whole uproar. Trust and believe. They're gonna definitely feel some type of way, and they're not gonna like any of it at all. So, what are y'all thoughts on that? Y'all definitely check that out. Do your research and all of that good stuff. Layla Hathaway. Okay, somebody said Layla Hathaway. Layla Hathaway could have definitely did it. I would take Yolanda Adams. You know what I mean? Like at this point, anybody. You could have got Tiny from Escape. We would have took Candy from Escape. And we all know we love us some Candy. Candy ain't got the belts like that, but Candy would have delivered the show. Jennifer Lopez, I don't really know. I just stick to the Selenas. Okay, the Selena stick to the Selenas. We love you when you do Selenas. Don't come out of Selenas. Stay over there. Don't come over here messing with our green beans, potatoes, and tomatoes. Don't you come over here messing with that. So, yeah, that was the topic that was sent to us. I mean, come on, look at it. I love J-Lo though. It's not no shade, no tea with J-Lo. I love J-Lo. I think J-Lo is a phenomenal artist. I think she's a phenomenal woman, but as far as you doing a tribute for Whitney Houston, I'm going to have to disagree with anybody who believes that this is okay. Like this is not okay for J-Lo to be doing any sort of tribute for that. So I just hope that they think this through a little bit more, and maybe this is all a joke. Maybe one day we'll wake up and this was just all a lie. In the words of Carly Red, it was all a lie. But moving right along, we have to talk about Uncle Willie. Okay, Uncle Willie is back. Okay, after the Chris Rock slap, Will Smith is back. Will Smith is dropping a movie, Emancipation. We all know what Emancipation is pretty much about. I don't need to give you a history lesson as to what it is about. So Will Smith really, just feels like he's hoping for a lot of people to support him in this new film that he's in called Emancipation after, the Oscars slap. At this point, I just feel like it's long overdue. Will is a great actor. Like all of his movies are really good. Could we really see Bad Boys without Will Smith? You know what I'm saying? Could we really see some of the movies without Will Smith? Honestly, if you swapped Will Smith out for Chris Rock, could you see Chris Rock playing in Bad Boys? Could you see him playing Hitch? Could you see him playing the fish from Shark Tales? I don't think I could see Chris Rock doing any of that. So a lot of people just need to get over it. It happened. He had a moment. He lost control. He lost control in front of billions of people. Okay, we get it. Like, can we move on about it and let this man get back to work? Because these movies that have been coming out has been hella fucking cheesy. Excuse my French, Facebook. I know how you feel about the F-bomb. But I feel like, it's going to be a great turnout for him at, Emancipation is really big. This was like him and his wife. So here's the picture we have up on the screen of the family at the premiere of Emancipation. And I love Willow. I love Willow Smith. That's like one of my favorite like artists. When I'm working out, I listen to Willow. And Will is just trying to get back to where he's just trying to get back to him, back to his center. It happened. It was messed up. It happened. We're not going to keep on. indulging or making this man feel bad because he slapped the shit out of Chris Rock. How many people wanted to slap the crap out of somebody but wasn't ballsy enough to just slap somebody? Like if I could slap somebody, like really just slap somebody on broad TV and get away with it, I would love it. This isn't the soap operas, this we don't schedule slaps, unfortunately. It happened. He talked about his wife. We didn't know that Jada had alopecia. We thought she just shaved her head like she did and set it off. Nobody really took it to the point like that. But what a lot of people did do, they did support Chris Rock going on tours, making his little coin. Did he make enough money? Did you make enough money? I don't think he made enough money. But I just really, I'm excited to see Will get back out there. I'm excited to see him getting back to work. It's been long overdue. Nobody cares about the slap anymore. Get the hell over it at this point. And with that being said, we're going to take our first commercial break of the night. We'll be right back, guys, with more of the Reverse Happy Hour. I don't know what it is. I'm back, guys. I don't know what it is. Facebook don't want us to be great. Okay, they don't want me to play my little voice audio commercials. Well, this is what the commercial said. Want a guest appearance on Reverse Happy Hour? Email me at reversehappyhour18@gmail.com if you want to get a chance to come out and chill with me on the show. I cannot wait to see you in the seats. Okay, that's what the commercial said. Okay, Mark, get it together. Okay, you want to monetize me? You want to pimp me out in reels? You want me to, make all this pennies for you, but you can't pay, play my commercials, Marky Mark. Okay. And for the guy who's tried to copyright my stuff, stop it. You're not even from here, okay? I just had to say that, guys. It grinds my gears when someone tries to come in and put a stamp on your craft. I'm sorry, my guy. Hydro, whatever your name is, get out of here. But we have to talk about the topic of today. The topic of today, we all know what it is. Balenciaga. Ain't that some sugar honey iced tea? That is short for you know what? I need not to say it online for you. But Balenciaga, let's talk about Balenciaga. Let's really, really get down to the nitty gritty of Balenciaga. Notice how I'm like rubbing this table because I'm in just pure disgust with Balenciaga. So we all know that Balenciaga had an ad that came out that was showing children with with teddy bears like in like bondage type dress, gags in the mouth. And so the photographer of this so-called project stated that these images were part of a project series that was called Toy Stories. He had a nerve to affiliate Pixar with this freaky crap of kids, holding these teddy bears like in bondages. I don't know if you guys seen it. We're not going to show any of the pictures here because out of respect for not only the kids, that's what I care about. That's just out of respect for the kids. Screw the parents. Because what parent will let their child literally like sit there like holding teddy bears like bondage? Like I couldn't even look at the photos. It was like super sickening. So now Balenciaga is trying to, file a lawsuit against the production company that did the ad for the project. So they're trying to save face like, oh well, We're going to sue them because this is not what we knew was going to come out. What type of person? Now, anybody who's in media, anybody who's in production, what type of person just, okay, let's a production company, I want to run this ad and, this is how I want to do it and that's it. And you just let them take full control over it and then just put it out without you seeing the final cut? You knew the minute that they bought the project to you exactly what it entailed, Balenciaga. You knew that it was going to have kids standing on beds with teddy bears and like gags in their mouth and like little, like really sexual clothes. You knew this. You saw that. You allowed them to film it. You allowed them to put it out. Now you're trying to backpedal on it because a lot of celebrities are starting to pull from you because they don't want to work with you anymore because they have kids of their own. Now you're trying to save face and try to put out a lawsuit for the company. Now, this is a picture of the photographer here that we have up, on the screen. We're going to have a picture of the photographer here up on the screen, him, who is the one who had pretty much did the photos. Now, his name is Gabriel Galimberti, which, this is the photographer here. But do we honestly believe that Balenciaga just really pretty much gave this man full-on blown control to just do whatever you want to do? We don't care what it is. And whenever you finish, just put it out. So you guys didn't see the finishing product before he posted it all over the internet. You guys didn't have your hand when you signed that contract and you paid that man his dough because you paid him, right? You didn't look at the contract. You didn't go like this, like, you didn't look at it. You just gave him full control. You didn't know that this man was about to do this to these kids. Nice try, Balenciaga. Nobody cares. And what really happened with Balenciaga, this was the real kicker that happened with Balenciaga for me, because one of their biggest clients, we all know, are the freaking Kardashians. We know that. So when Kim, 25 days later, I'm just exaggerating, it wasn't 25 days later, the ad came out, everybody saw the ad. We didn't hear from Kim for about maybe a couple of days, 6 days. I would say 6 days before Kim had even came in and said anything about the ad. She didn't say anything about Balenciaga. She didn't say anything about how she was just going to be done with them. She just said that she was very sickened by the Balenciaga ad showing these kids holding teddy bears, dressed in sexual clothing that you would wear to a freak festival. Do you feel me? You would wear these clothing with your husband. These are ball gags, whatever sexual people like to do. Mansion parties, what have you maybe. She did not discredit herself from Balenciaga. She was still affiliated with them. Then a few days later, I would say maybe 4 additional days later, you come out and you say that you are no longer affiliated with Balenciaga because of the ad. So now Balenciaga wants to, try to be like, damn, if we lose Kim Kardashian, we've hugged, but it's all sickening to me. It's all a ploy. I could go on all day, every day to talk about this. I've never really cared for Balenciaga. To be honest with you, I really feel like Kanye West made Balenciaga hot because a lot of people wasn't really on Balenciaga back in the day. People didn't even know what it was back in the day. Nobody knew anything about Balenciaga, back until Kanye West got affiliated with them, or Cardi B started saying that she liked her Balenciagas, the ones that look like socks. That's when everybody started to get it. Shame on you, Balenciaga. Shame on you, Balenciaga. And I just hope any and everything that is coming your way, that it happens. It just happens to you. You can't come back from that. You can't come back for that. At this point, you're in the light. You just might as well go ahead and save face. Might as well just say, yes, we knew about it. We saw the pictures. We're sorry. We didn't think it was going to be like that. But even still, an apology just doesn't do anything, because we saw these kids' faces. Their faces are blatant. They got to live with this for the rest of their life. So shame on you, Balenciaga. Ain't that some sugar? Honey iced tea. We're going to move right along because that got me hot. Because I have nieces and nephews, people who have kids. I have nieces and nephews who are young. I think about it, Holly weird, right? That's what we call it. We don't call it Hollywood. We call it Holly weird, because a lot of weird stuff happens out there in Hollywood. And, we got to think about it. For decades, these young children have been preyed upon. It goes way back to the 90s. If you've never saw the movie Tale of Two Corys, you might want to check that out, because that definitely was one of the biggest breakers of the biggest breakers ever. With Corey Feldman, Tale of the Two Corys. I can't even get it out. But yeah, moving right along, let's talk about my fave because I love her so much. She got married. Oh my God, Portia and Simon Gubaldi. Oh, their wedding was just like out of Coming to America. Now, shout out to People Magazine for these exclusive photos because, honey, we couldn't have got these photos without you. But I mean, Portia had multiple changes. Her gown was just so beautiful, like the most beautiful African wedding you can possibly think of. And I'm just like in awe with all of the clothes, all of the fashion. Portia already is known for serving up fashion for the gods, you know? But they definitely kicked off their whole wedding ceremony. Like her bridesmaids were beautiful. Look at that picture. I love blue. And they, they had the ceremony at the Ritzy Four Season Hotel, honey. And baby, they said that was a party to die for. To die for. But we have to give a shout out to, the African fashion designer Lakemi, because Lakemi was the one that pretty much styled Portia. And I mean, Jesus, look at that. It doesn't get any more beautiful than that. Like royalty, honey. Royalty. Portia was one of those chicks that was on the Real Housewives of Atlanta that a lot of people like were upset with her. And even we talked about it in a previous show about how her and Simon Gubaldi got together. Supposedly they painted a portrait of her being friends with his ex-wife on the previous season, and the ex-wife had introduced her to Simon. And then next thing you know, Portia and Simon are like engaged. Well, honey, that wedding just gave me nothing but hope. You okay? Nothing but hope. The fashions were just like all over the place. I loved it all. It served it up. Congratulations to Portia and Simon Gubaldi. Now, let's get to the real good stuff. Guys know that I like to roll up out of here really quick. But I'm going to take my time with everything tonight because I really don't have much to do. But the next topic that we have to talk about before we tap into some real spicy ones, we have to talk about Kanye West and Kim. So, we got to talk about the big old deal because it's a big old deal. So they finally came to a settlement in the divorce where Kanye is ordered to pay $200,000 per month for child support. So that's about split between 4 kids. We look at about $50K. But if you look at it and you add it up to a year, that's about 2.4 million a year if you look at it. And supposedly that's not all that he gave her. We all remember when Kanye had bought that house next door to Kim Kardashian when she was dating Pete Davidson. Well, he also gave her that house too. So she lucked up. And then, a lot of people were just really talking about how, back when Kanye West had wrote the song Gold Digger, right? He said 18 years. And like what he said, I gotta remember because he wrote it down. He said 18 years, she got one of your kids. She got you for 18 years. Guys, she got 4 of your kids, got you for 18 years. Damn, Kanye. Like, damn you, Kanye. And not only that with Kanye also has to pay for the security and the school for the kids, which is 50%. That's 50-50 right down the middle, but he still gets to see his children. So the visitations were not taken away from him in regards to him being able to see his children, which I truly love that. They didn't do that to that man. We all know that Kanye is on whatever he's on right now, and whatever he's on right now, one day I'm pretty sure a lot of people may, I don't know. Every day I'm just like, Kanye will have a good day with me, and I'm like, yeah, Kanye, yeah, I'm with you. And then we do what we did the other day when we read the interview. We started talking about Adolf Hitler. And the internet was in an uproar about you talking about Hitler. Now, we all know, and as what we were taught in history, who Hitler was. Hitler was, I'm not going to get too deep into it, but Kanye definitely, a lot of people feel like he just went a little bit too high this time. You were here, you were already here, but Kanye, you went there, bro. Like, you went there. So a lot of people are just like these anti-sentimental. I can't even say it because this is a whole new word. I can say it, but I get a tongue twist. Anti-sentimental, or anti-Semitic. Racial jokes. There we go. It's a lot to say. Every year is a new word. And every year these new words are being made up. And need I say more to who are making these words up? And that's all I'm going to say. But now, Kanye West's Twitter is suspended. They're like, at this point, they're trying to take everything from this man. And I really, really feel like we're witnessing like just pure rippage of a person, like how you could be high up one day and I'm just going to make you look crazy. And a lot of people just feel like Kanye West just needs to shut up. That's how a lot of people feel, like Kanye West just shut up for 1 second, please. That's how people feel, because they're like, we really don't want to see you get to the point where you really start living like how you're dressing. Okay, like somewhere in Tent City out in California, Kanye, literally we found the most good picture that we could find of Kanye, because I didn't really want to get him up here with the taco meat around his face. We didn't want to get that, but it's really, really hard to like really stand by the man. Like for a second, Kanye, you be making some sense, and then for another second I'd be like, what the hell is he talking about? Like, what does he mean? What does any of this mean? But what does it mean? If it's truth, it's gonna come out, I guess, at the end of the day. But before Kanye got suspended from Twitter, he had put up an allegation that Kim Kardashian was having sex with Chris Paul. And we all know who Chris Paul is. Chris Paul is Uncle Chris from the State Farm commercial. Well, when it comes to that, who hasn't Kim been with? I'm just saying, this girl has been all over the globe. Pimping ain't easy. And I'm not one to talk. Hey, back in my day, I probably had a whole phase. And if you were one of the ones that got knocked down, congratulations. But I don't really feel like somebody's personal, sexual life should be all out into the world for anybody to like see. If she had sex with Chris Paul, I mean, he didn't come out and say anything about it. Maybe he just felt like, shit, she was a little yeah. Somebody you knock off real quick. I don't know, but it wasn't anything public like Skeet. It wasn't anything public like, Chris or, you or whomever. But we're going to take a quick break, guys. And then we're going to be back more with the Reverse Happy Hour. Sorry, guys. I was just looking, yeah. So the commercial that we just played, I feel like I have to like voice everything that we play. Like they really, really holding this over here. And I don't know why they're holding us, but we're going to find out, because my new bosses, Keith from the Good News Network, is Big Daddy, okay, in LA. So he's going to find out why you're blocking out these commercials, Mark Zucchiniberg, okay? But the commercial that we just showed is an animated short that is by WTM Network Studios that will be live on Facebook at 7 p.m., I believe, tomorrow. And it's called Tracy and Nano, The Assignment. I voice one of the characters. I voice Tracy, and RJ Prince, which is one of my cool friends. If you've ever saw the movie Old School on Amazon Prime, me and RJ starred in that movie together, and he's going to be playing Nano. And then we also have Laura, who's playing in that as well. So shout out to the whole entire cast of Tracy and Nano. Shout out to WTM Network, of course, much love and family. Now, while we just was on this break, it was brought to my attention about Kendall Jenner. So we're going to get into this phase of the show where it's called In Case You Missed It. So in case you missed it, we're going to give you the tea. And this is what we have for you today, baby. Kendall Jenner has broken up with her boo, Kendall Booker. Kevin Booker, see? I don't really follow her because she's the quiet Kardashian. That's the one that I actually like. She don't really be. If she is out here horn, she's a good one. I like it because she's doing it the way that she's supposed to do. But they broke up. They've been together they dated what 2014. Okay, 2020 to 2020. So 2 years. 2 years is a long time to be with somebody. You know, that's a lot. And she also dated all these other people. Damn, she dated Orlando Bloom. Like, I mean, Jordan Clarkson, ASAP Rocky. She ain't date no ASAP Rocky. Well, yeah, you know, that's kind of why Rihanna don't really, you know, over there like that. But she dated Blake Griffin. Oh, Blake Griffin? The Taste. Ben Simmons, Kyle Kuzmits, Davion. Is that Davion? She dated a Davion. Davion. Booker. Oh no, that was him. I was like, Davion. Oh wow, girl, she got some taste. Okay, season it on her chicken. And word hated. Right? That's what I'm saying. And Harry Styles. I like Harry Styles. I didn't know. Well, Kendall, I love you, girl. I don't have anything to say about Kendall. I actually like Kendall. I really feel like she's a smart one. That's the other one. That's Kylie. So Kylie is the one that is, you know, that's worth the bill because she with all the makeup. She got 2 kids, of course, by Travis Scott. When we go to start talking about the Kardashians, I just cannot. I just want to say shout out to everybody that tapped on in, you know, for a quick second on the live. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Of course, it's always good to see familiar faces on the live. But also we have to talk about, and on this segment of In Case You Missed It, what do we have, Don? And shout out to Don. Y'all know Don is always going to be here. You know, Don is always in the background. Me and my Don running the show. Oh, woo. Now this is juicy right here. Okay. So y'all know that, okay, the Good Morning America co-anchors Amy Robach and then JT Holmes were both in separate marriages, buddy. So they both had deactivated their Instagram accounts because they've been spotted out together. Like sexting, sexual. It's pictures all over the internet with him grabbing her can of biscuits. Notice I said can because it was not one biscuit back there he was grabbing. It was literally a can. You know, it wasn't a croissant. It was a can of biscuits. And so they were both married. Now, they previously, like a Robach had previously spoke about a couple of months ago being fake, how they used to go out on double dates and, you know, she was, you know, basically close with the man's wife, only to find out that you smashing her whole husband on the low. When y'all out here on doing business trips and stuff, y'all out here at camping grounds and stuff, y'all rich. He can't take you to a room. Y'all nasty. I'll be damned if I'm a cheat on my husband. You gonna take me to a camping ground? Ain't no way. No, ain't no way, baby. We said, boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way. So JT was also supposedly, there was a report about JT checking out a guest. You know, we all know who the guest was. It was Meg Thee Stallion. And he was definitely checking out her greens, beans, potatoes, tomatoes, you name it. Okay. When you are a man that is, you know, it's really hard, which is why I don't understand how you go from garlic bread to just butter toast. I don't understand it. Your wife is gorgeous, but when he seen Meg Thee Stallion, homeboy was ready to risk it all. He was thinking about some neck bones. He was thinking about some oxtails. He forgot where he was at. He forgot he was at Good Morning America. He was Good Morning, Good Night. Okay. Because if Meg would have did any type of move and dropped any of that moose knuckle on him, okay? Lo and behold, but you out here having sex with garlic toast. I mean, not garlic, with butter toast. And not the good butter. Not the good butter. Not the I can't believe it's not butter. Not the country crock. You're out here having sex with the goddamn Land O'Lakes. I'm just, I'm disgusted by this. Because if you look at them, you really can't put nothing bypass anybody, any day now. But to have, I think it's a really low for you to have your wife hanging out with this, your and your wife hanging out together. I think that it is really, really like, come on, bro. Are you serious? And look at him. He think he a pretty boy. Think he one of the dudes from the wood. Like he like an extra from the wood. You ain't no goddamn Shamar Moore. cheating on your wife. Look at his wife. And from what the reports say, his wife is a lawyer. So we already know Miss Mamas is coming for the entire clutch. That's why she ain't saying nothing. The fact that you out here really kikiing and whatever y'all talking about together, you really out here kikiing with this man's wife and you riding down Old Town Road with this man. Like, I'm just like, you ought to get everything that comes to you, every slap in the face, every whatever. But, sometimes, it doesn't necessarily, like what we say. Why do women go for the woman? Like, why don't you ever go for the man? But in this case, this was some doggy dog ass shit because they have been co-workers for years. This ain't like, oh, we just started working together, and rah 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 hee hee. They both were married. Her husband knew his wife knew her husband. For 10 years, y'all was hanging out. Y'all was traveling to Italy. Y'all going places abroad together. And you smashing this lady and bringing her around your wife. Not only that, you smashing this man's wife and going around her husband. And you taking your wife with you. And the husband and the wife is so lost in the reindeer games. Like, what's happening here? Y'all, what is it? Comet and Cupid out this mug. And the husband and wife is Rudolph in front of the dead. They leading the sleigh. They don't even know what's going on in the back. They don't even know what y'all doing back there. It's real sickening. It's hurtful. It's like, when you think about stuff like with this, it just really, really, breaks. And behind the scenes, I'm sure that the wife is like, hurt. I know like the reports have stemmed that Robach husband is definitely pissed off. Like he ready to put them paws on him, as Lil Scrappy would say. He ready to hurt somebody behind this one. And as he should. But I'm wondering, what is Good Morning America gonna do with their jobs? Because this is big. Like everybody's talking about it. People got photos of you grabbing this lady can of biscuits. Not her ass, but her can. Because you didn't even get to the biscuit. How? And what were you grabbing? I'm not trying to talk about the lady ass, but I mean, at this point, it was flat. Where is he? Where is HR? Oh, I don't know what HR had done. It's got to be some clause that they had signed, right? Like, like some type of clause that you sign where you can't like smash. It's almost like you smashing a homie. That's like Kelly Ripa and Regis, and May Regis, rest in peace, because that was my baby. But I just think it was very foul. You out here. Good Morning America. This is what happened at Good Morning Goddamn America. Well, if you guys ever are looking for somebody to fill their spot, Charity Chanel is available. I'm ready to quit my job like tonight. Okay, so the Kanye West thing. Oh, okay. Ooh, we have to talk about this one. This one here. The Houston police, chief definitely, have Troy Finner in custody, saying that I'm sorry, I'm so wrong. Police Chief Troy Finner says the 33-year-old Patrick Xavier Clark was charged with Takeoff's murder. I don't know how I feel about this. This is like a very touchy subject, about Takeoff. It's very, very touchy subject. But look at his neck. That boy look like he done ate a whole lot of ham hocks. Baby, that baby look like that baby won't miss no meals, baby. You gonna miss him in there? Was it worth it taking Takeoff's life? Look at him. He looks scared. You ought to be scared. There's so many people in jail that be blasting the Migos. They love Takeoff, and you done killed this man innocently. But I thought they had somebody else in custody, though. So how many people shot him? Like the accomplice. They want to take everybody down. Ain't that some crap? Shout out to Lyrica Shani on the live passport. So he about to leave. That's why they got him. That's why his neck look like that, because they probably yoked him up. Look. He look like one of them chickens from a chicken run. Let me stop. Just look at him. Baby, that baby. Oh, my God, baby. You gone. You gone, baby. Look at his eyes. He looking like Blueface, baby. When Blueface, was about to go to jail. Make you say, yeah. Blueface got scared, didn't he? He better stay out of trouble. Speaking of Blueface, you better stay out of trouble, because you're going to end up in the same, in the same position, not the same jail, but the same position as this boy. I don't know how I feel about that, though. Like, I mean, I really hope that he was the one that killed Takeoff, and they're not just throwing a person in our face just to kind of keep everybody quiet, to stop talking about it. Because, when someone gets murdered, You know, we talk about it, you know, especially as the Black community, we talk about it only but so much until something else comes out and distracts us. So I hope we stay on top of it, just like I hope we stay on top of it with Shanquilla Robinson. You know, the whole thing about that. I really hope we stay on top of it with that. Just because, you know, Dejanay Jackson got arrested, what about all the other people? Are we going to do something about them? Are we going to do something about the guy recording the video? Are we going to do something about the people being there that didn't break up the fight, that basically witnessed a murder? You murderers. We're not going to do anything about that. Where is Jay Prince's sons? Hiding. You know they had. They hide. They're not coming out. And why is Jay Prince at the scene of every daggone thing? Lately, every rapper that's been getting murdered got all one thing in common. Jay Prince. His ass is there everywhere, every time. Every time somebody gets shot, Jay Prince was seen leaving hours before, you know. Mere moments before Takeoff was murdered, Jay Prince was seen leaving. Like, what's happening here? It can't be a coincidence that you always just leave in minutes before somebody gets shot and they wind up dying. What's happening, my guy? I don't know. Just if he comes out here to Dallas, everybody stay at home. That's a work from home day if he come out here. But like, ladies and gentlemen, Jay Prince is in Dallas. Oh, okay, everybody's gonna be work from home day. Everybody stay in. Only people on the road is essential workers. Take us back to when we were shut down. If he come out here, ain't no way. That's just what it is, though. It's just really, really sad to think that, you know, the most dangerous job right now is being a rapper. The most dangerous job. You want to not live to a certain amount of time, become a rapper. And there's some really cold artists out here that really, really spit. But what a time. Good Nate. Oh, okay. On a good note, okay, because Don, y'all know Don keep me on my P's and Q's. Okay. But on a good note, let's talk about how Harper Lynch and the gang returns, honey. They had a whole trailer for Peacock. They have a limited series, The Best Man. This is supposed to be the final chapter. Okay. Now this is going to air on December 22nd. Now we all know from us seeing The Last Best Man that we all know that Mia passed away. Mia, who was Morris Chestnut's wife, the one who Harper Taye Diggs smashed in college, and then wrote in a book about how he smashed his beautiful woman with her delectable chocolate skin. So it's just basically the gang coming back. So some of the people that will be back, of course, Regina Hall's going to be in it, Nia Long, Taye Diggs, Terrence Howard, Morris Chestnut. We have a whole lot of people. Some of the other actors, I don't really know their name like that, but the one guy that played Mercutio. The teaser. Oh, the trailer. We're going to try to play the trailer, but I don't know because they haven't been playing none of our stuff. So let's check it out. The teaser. Oh, the trailer. Can you hear it?
You need to find something you're passionate about. Redefine your purpose.
I thought you found your purpose with that perfume commercial.
Always in my play. Always my playbook. Always on fire. We don't make mistakes.
How you gonna leave the consequences?
I know what it's like to be a tired, overworked, exhausted mom. But don't you have like 3 names? It takes a village.
Life doesn't always go the way we expect. But if we're lucky, we end up where we're supposed to.
We're actually really looking forward to seeing this for a lifetime.
Yes, we are.
Are you two gonna have sex?
What's that?
A really yummy dessert.
Can I have sex?
Okay.
You don't want what to play me?
Who?
Beyonce. Get your coins together, brother.
That was okay. Okay, I'm very excited to see that. That's very exciting, guys. So, well, those of you, like I said, who have been following The Best Man, this looks like it's gonna be really, really good. I hate that they had to put it on Peacock, though. I'm not gonna lie, they should have put that on like TV, like HBO, Showtime, or with it Hulu, Netflix. Damn, how long we gotta wait for it to be on Netflix? But it looks very, very good, and I don't know. I'm excited. I felt like I was at the movie theater. I had my little wing. Yeah. Well, this is actually Prosecco. Shout out to Stella Artois. Oh no, this ain't Stella Artois. Stella Rosa. For their Prosecco. But yes, of course, thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you guys are just tuning in, we talked about some really, really dope stuff. Shout out to everybody that sent over the topics to me. Keep sending me them topics. reversehappyhour18@gmail.com. Okay, definitely keep sending them over. We'll get them on the list. We'll get them sent over. And of course, if you guys want to come up, hang out, chill, shoot the breeze, talk some stuff with me, there's always a chair to my left, because everything I own might be in that chair to the left. I mean, it's a purse. Right now, it is something over there. It's a purse over there. But definitely come out, kick it with me. Come to the Reverse Happy Hour. Let's have some fun. Let's talk about it. And don't forget tomorrow to tune in to Tracy and Nan on The Assignment on Facebook Live. This is an animated short. Amazing, especially for people who are really big into like the whole anime. You're big into animation. This is a really, really good production. And it's, of course, shot with WTM Network Studios. Amazing cast. It's going to be so dope. I believe that it's also going to be on the WTM Network website, which is WTMnetwork.com. Yeah, I'm coming off the cusp with it. So Xavier, don't get mad at me. And yeah, we will definitely be right back here next week. I'm trying to make sure that I didn't miss anything. Don, you don't have anything for me? Don said he ain't got nothing for me. All right, well, join us next week with more of the Reverse Happy Hour. I'm your host, Charity Chanel. I'll see you then. Bye.